It's been confirmed that the upcoming film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse will have a main focus around Miles Morales' family. In ScreenRant's exclusive media room interview, the co-directors gave further insight into the narrative of the film and the messages it will focus on portraying. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is an animated film based around the Marvel comic book character of Miles Morales, also known as Spider-Man. While this latest edition of the Spider-Man franchise will not share the same universe as the other films, it will be set in the same multiverse, making it possible for there to be a range of Spider-Men included. In typical fashion of the character, the film will focus on Morales' struggles in juggling his high school career with being a superhero, and see him pair up with other Spider-Men to stop a universal threat. The film, written by Phil Lord and produced by Lord and Christopher Miller, will feature Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, Hailee Steinfeld as Spider-Gwen, and Jake Johnson as an older Peter Parker. ScreenRant was able to get the chance to speak with co-directors Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman, and Bob Persichetti regarding the overall premise of the movie and what messages the story will focus on portraying. In their answers, the directors revealed that Miles Morales is very much family-focused, and so his extended family will be one of the main focuses of the film overall. Peter Ramsey, co-director: "We see in the movie, he definitely is a character who's torn between different paths to take. When he meets Peter Parker, Spider-Man, who's the only person he knows in the universe that can really understand what he's going through, that kind of becomes the core of how he finds his way to make a choice as to what kind of person he is going to be. So it very much is a story of a young person looking for, what's the path for me?" Rodney Rothman, co-director: "That's very specific to Miles' story. He has a family around him, an extended family around him this year, and a lot of his struggles as a teenager involve his family and reconciling things with his family, and that force is part of the heart of the comic books. So it's part of the heart of the movie." Bob Persichetti, co-director: "I think your point of seeming that he has a lot of mentors or possible mentors in his life is a big part of this, and it's had to deal with many different influences and find his own unique voicing, distill all these different messages from many different points of view and take them in and have his own unique point of view. And that's the thing that we're really trying to successfully land, is that you can have all these different influences and you're not obligated to follow any of them this year, but they can all influence your path. So that's really what we're trying to pull off." Rodney Rothman: "Ultimately you have to make the choice. Figure things out for yourself. As explained above, the film will showcase the different influences that Miles Morales is exposed to while struggling to come to terms with finding his own voice. In turn, it's understandable how his extended family will also make up a lot of these influences directly, and will further heighten the film's element of the character trying to discover who he really is." Throughout the comic books, one of the biggest issues that Morales has to deal with is the fact that his parents have contrasting opinions on the latest Spider-Man himself. While his mother supports the superhero, his father sees the character as a mutant who is abusing his powers. It'll be interesting to see how the film adaptation of the comics manages to portray the different internal struggles that Miles has to reckon with, and how he eventually finds his own path to travel through life. This #SDCC post is brought to you in partnership with Regal Cinemas. Tags: Comic-Con, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Looking for an AD-free experience on ScreenRant?